intentional. I am the sun. I am original. I am the one. I have a purpose for my existence. I will not stop till I reach my mission. I have ambition. I am consistent. People don't cross me without my permission. My journey is in no competition. I am grateful for all I've been given. I am unique. I am complete. I am everything that I wish to see. I can create my own reality. I am the best me that I can be. I am manifestation. I am present and patient. I am confident. I am opulent. I am destined for greatness. I am.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Sheena D, aka Indigo Ayora, and this is Straight Outta Kemet. Founded in 2019, it was birthed underneath my publishing company, I in the Middle Publishing LLC, where the mission is raising frequencies one book at a time. Straight Outta Kemet features greatness from our own melanated community of entrepreneurs, entertainers, authors, and social influencers. Its mission is lifting up our people one broadcast at a time. Straight Out of Kemet has been rebirthed and will continue in the legacy of uplifting our people by utilizing its platform to promote their greatness. We are available on all listening platforms. Thank you all so much for tuning in with us on this wonderful Wednesday afternoon. There is a lot of things that is happening out in this wonderful world, within the cosmos, within technology. Always trying something, trying to stop you and stop your hustle of what you're doing. But we know how powerful you are, and you will not let that take over. Today, y'all, is a very special day. It is my solar return. Happy solar to me. Thank you. I'm so thankful that you all were able to tune in with us today on this wonderful, wonderful evening. Sorry about that. You know how things are when you live in the city. On tonight's episode, we have a very, very special guest. He is from out of Northeast Ohio. This brother came on the platform and dropped so much infinite knowledge. That your understanding of everything that he's saying is going to speak to you on a whole different level. So I am so appreciative to this brother. And a quick disclaimer, y'all. I'm sorry if I sounded a little low prior to. I was under the weather when I recorded this segment of the show, but I am back and I am feeling better than ever. But obviously my vernacular skills have not kept caught up with me as of yet. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and hop on into the episode. Thank you for tuning in. Kwofi Khan, Northeast Ohio top Autodidact Botanical scientist, entrepreneur, Shaman. Founder of the Target Diet. Over 2,000 people taught, 500 plus consultations, 100 products and services. Without further ado, y'all give a big round of applause for Mr. Kwofi Khan. All right. Thank you so much for being able to be here this afternoon, this wonderful evening. We have the great Kwofi Khan up in the building. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence today.
Power is ultimate. No problem at all. Thank you for being here. It's great to make your acquaintance. And let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do it.
All right, sounds good. So the first thing I love to do before we start diving into the other questions is to do sort of like an icebreaker, just to give the audience a chance to get to know a little bit more about you. So I like to ask two questions. So the first question I'll ask you is, what is something that you would love to do that you have never done before you transition from this planet?
That's a that's a great question. I would say climb a mountain with only a single rope. It's only a single rope. And it would have to be one of the big mountains, like Mount Everest. It'll have to be one of the big ones. not maybe the complete mountain, but to climb a mountain indigenously, that would be a great achievement for me. Just I'm speaking naturalistic on the naturalistic ways. So I'm very blessed. How I have many blessings in life. So or if I was ever blessed to grow a titan of rum, which is one of the largest plants and flowers in the world. So one of those two.
Awesome. Awesome. Give me 1 second, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. Awesome. That sounds, yeah, that sounds very amazing. One rope. Wow. That's beautiful. My other question is, what is one of your favorite quotes?
That's a good one too. That I would have to say it is one of my own, that war is needed even in heaven for peace.
Wow, that's powerful. I like
Yeah.
it. I like it. Awesome. So thank you for sharing that with us. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So I'm so delighted again that you were able to come onto this platform. I saw you, we're friends on Facebook, and I seen like the different posts that you were posting, and I was just kind of sitting back and watching, and then I was like, oh, I like what you're about. Um, what your morals and your values appear to be. So I was like, definitely I wanted to get you on here, not only to promote your brand, but to spread, the wonderful knowledge that you have, and that you do as well on Facebook. But what originally caught my eye, I believe it was your clothing line that you have out.
Yes, we are working on a couple of different things. I am a multi-entrepreneur. I do a couple different things. But yes, we are working on a clothing line, a Mark clothing line. We haven't really been, and that's we must be putting in a lot of different work in a lot of different areas. Obviously, I can't exactly say what promotion or what products you may have seen. We really haven't been promoting too much as far as the clothing, but yes, we do have many different endeavors going on here. Yes.
Okay, awesome. And starting like with you being shaman. I
A
can
shaman.
never
Yeah.
pronounce that word correctly.
That's,
What started you on your path?
honestly, many different things. Other than just the pursuit for self-sustainability, all in general for the remainder of my DNA in the future. And that's far as owning our own land, farming our own land, and gardening and understanding botanical science. Also, prepping, doomsday prepping, preparing for any tragedies in the world or the end of times or in different things like that. And also just the conditions that we are in here in America, facing different complications, to make us fight for self-sustainability. As a Khan and as the Khanians here in our nation or our tribe, we believe that we are our first government, we are our first law, and by many different veils, we pray to many different deities or gods, but we believe we are our own gods here as far as free will and control. So with a roundabout of all of this coming into play, I was granted and I was elected and I was blessed and initiated into this lifestyle or so-called secret society of the universe or cosmos almost. The elders over in Western Ghana, over in Accra, Ghana, have accepted me. Over in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, they have accepted me. And down in Tobago, they have accepted me. And so we are a international tribe. We are international people. And I am part of the Khan family. I think you may have pronounced it wrong, but I am part of the Khan family, one of the most largest international families of the world. But the Khanian tribe, we are a newer tribe, but like I say, we are striving for self-sustainability and trying to be a ray of light or a branch on a tree bearing fruit of peace and harmony to the brothers and sisters that surround us that's facing oppression here in America or out of America. So many different, reasons why I was chosen. I didn't really choose this path. Many of my texture doesn't. I was blessed and I was chosen to do this for many reasons. But to sum it up, I would say, self-sustainability and like I say, to help others become cosmic and optimal beings.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Absolutely beautiful. I love that you said that you didn't choose this path. Many are chosen, only a few answer.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So with you mentioning self-sustainability, how has that been working out? Just for not only, for other people who are also maybe on the same mission, but they just don't really know like how to actually go about it, because it can be challenging.
Yes. I more recently than ever, but I'm a student. I'm a student and a child of Marcus Garvey, and one of his greatest quotes, while we were speaking about quotes, one of his greatest quotes is, "We don't need every nigga, to do what we're doing." And I say that, and I bring up that quote in the light that, the people that surround us in our normal atmosphere or environment, especially here in America, it can be pretty difficult dealing with the things that self-sustainability brings out of you, or the type of person you would need to evolve into to adapt, trying to create self-sustainability or generational wealth or financial freedom, or just becoming an optimal being and being closer to God, truly without any religious foundation or base. It takes a lot of concentration. It takes a lot of preparation and motivation to want to be that person, and then to learn what you need, and then to work on the application of things, applying the knowledge. And so we have to be non-judgmental when we're dealing with this, but we have to be living in reality and honest with ourselves that it's maybe not going to be our mother or our brother or our spouse even who is on the same vibration or frequency. But once again, I'm blessed, and we're all blessed, and we're doing pretty good. There is a large number of us who want the same things, at least to the 70 percentile almost. Most of us can agree upon 70% of things as far as creating new tribes, new villages, nations into nations, and just a new so-called family or DNA genetic pool of people. So we are doing good in these times, but it is difficult. There is a lot of complications that go into it. Of course, as being African in America, we have to understand, or Moorish or Israelite or whatever you condone yourself to be. I don't want to put any terms on it, right? So whatever you condone yourself to be, an indigenous being of the earth, let's just say that sums up a large group of us. We have to, work on this self-sustainability. And this is what I'm speaking about, creating the best version of yourself. And we deal with this statement a lot, but I truly mean mentally, spiritually, financially, and physically being one of the most optimal and elite beings in your environment. And then you must leave your environment, because there's someone else doing that in New York. There's someone else doing that in Atlanta. There's someone else doing that in Costa Rica or Hawaii. So we are blessed. And I keep saying that because we have to be knowledgeable that we have the internet. We have this connection here to be able to talk to each other and to build on what you have been building for the last 10 years and I've been building for the last 10 years, to create a bridge between that, and have over 20 years worth of work, and then start off on another 10-year journey and be able to be a little bit ahead, other than starting from scratch, if we are the right mental capacity people. But and this is where I say the complications come in at, because we like to do it with our friends. We like to do it with our brothers and our sisters and our family and our loved ones. And that's fine. But sometimes we have to tap into the more native root in us and work on pilgrimages and leave our comfort zones and open our throat chakras and our third eyes to find our true path out here in places where we're not used to, whether it is the internet or whether it's in the physical world. And I think that's when we start seeing more success or achievement in what we're talking about. Because there's a lot of people, and I'm running into a lot of different individuals who are working on this tribalistic self-sustainability for themselves, but we're doing it in ghetto urban neighborhoods, and as far as in America and out of America. And there's so many other complications when you're trying to build in the ghetto urban neighborhood, other than building, like a free universe type of tribe. So there's many complications, and I don't want to linger too long on that, but just many complications that we're dealing with. But it is something that we do see improvement with. Like I say, I think we're doing good as a mass of people or a group of people or small groups individually. So it's interesting to see. Definitely great and blessed times to be alive, but very critical to be successful in these missions or goals.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you offer like any like spiritual like healing, or you know what I mean? Like if anyone's going through something spiritually and they don't really know what to do, are you able to offer any like
Yes,
classes or?
here at KwofiCon.com, and just our tribe in general over here, we work on a handful of different things for people. We start off just our normal client coming in. We usually start off a client, let me say this, a client who is serious about the transition, a client who is serious about maneuvering to a better stage in life, whether they want to escape the matrix in the so-called governmental society and move off grid or stay on grid. We're trying to evolve the indigenous being of the earth, the ones who are fighting the righteous fight. And no matter what race you are at the end of the day, no matter what your sexual preference or any of the pronouns are, or any of that, at the end of the day, we have no judgment as far as all of that. We're more of a cosmopolitan, humanitarian tribe of people here. We're very Afrocentricity and Pan-African based and minded people. But we have an open neck because we understand that brothers and sisters of all creeds and species need our assistance as chosen beings. And if we consider ourselves demigods, we must help every living being, even our enemy at times, unless it's cases of war. So I say that to say we have many different things that we give people. Our normal client usually comes in and we have DNA genetic tests where we run your DNA and see what foods on a target diet list is better for your genetic makeup, your African genome or your Latin genome or European genome or wherever your ancestors came from. We find out what foods and what times, and if you have bad habits as far as carbs, if you have bad habits as far as sugar, all of this can be elaborated on or elucidated on through your genetics and DNA. So we find out, these specific traits or attributes of your genetic makeup, your genome, and we find out what is best for you to eat dietary and nutrition wise. And we give you a target diet list. And like I said, that's just beginning of it, and we have many different resources as far as herbals go that we have here. We're big on knowledge, so we mainly teach people and charge people for the education. And most of the things that we do for people is given from gifts and given from just different complimentary gifts or prizes and different things like that. We give a lot of free things away as far as herbals and tinctures and salves and different things like that we have products as far as products. But we also hold ceremonies as well. And this goes as far as magic and psychedelic and hallucinogenic mushrooms, or ayahuasca, or even DMT in certain places of the world. And we have this in Florida, we have it in Utah, we have it in Costa Rica, or down in Cancun, Mexico, and a couple different regions around those places. And we give people a healing time or healing ceremony. It's usually 3 days and 2 nights, just to start off. And I think it is a 10-day option as well that people usually come on. And this is to heal past traumas. This is to heal depression. This is to find answers to lifelong complications and problems that you had since you were a child, and healing the inner child, getting to know the inner child, or building a relationship with the higher deities, if you believe in the Dande, or what they call a God or Allah, or getting in tune with your ancestors. So we do hold many different ceremonies. We hold them every now and then as the Kanian tribe. We hold them a couple times a year ourselves, but we are partnered up with a tribal village who hold them all around America, South America, and and Mexico as well. So we offer healing in general, healing of the spirit, healing of the mind, and healing of the body. I've been doing this going on 11 years. I took a long time to study the things before I ever monetized, before I ever started the actual business of KwofiCon.com. I took up to 8 years, just to be exact. I took up to 8 years just in the library, in the studies, talking to other shamans, talking to other gurus, talking to other elders that we have. I've met a large number of different people, whether it's Umar Johnson, whether it's Spike Lee, whether I had conversations with Dr. Africa's wife. I have conversations with just many different elders in our community, and I just bring up these attributes to say that this is a lifestyle for me. I've been doing this for a long time. So when I say that we offer this healing to our people, it's coming from a place of concentration. It's coming from a place of love, and it's coming from a place of experience and wisdom. Thus far of being, at this moment, being a decade into this. So yes, not to be long-winded about things, and you can always stop me if I do continue.
You're absolutely fine.
But yes, we offer a different handful of things that can help other than physical products.
Awesome. So I know you mentioned that you help to as far as like genetically goes, as far as a person's diet. So are you vegan?
Yes, I.
Okay, awesome.
It's not the final goal. So I'm always in a transition stage as far as diet. And we all struggle with diet. I just wanted to put that on record. I've been getting more to telling people that we all struggle with diet. So when we put terms and titles on it, that's when people feel restricted, like they have to do something. But speaking of restriction, that's pretty much what I aim for: restrictive diets in general. So whether it's vegan, whether it's vegetarian, whether it's alkaline, which is the next stage I'm entering, which is only alkaline foods, and heavy fasts, maybe fasting about 3 times or 3 days a week. And anything that I do consume will be alkaline. But yes, and like I said, not to be, put titles on it or anything, but yes, I am plant-based for the most. So yes.
Okay, so with the the genealogy testing that you all are doing for the types of food is only mostly for a plant-based diet, or is it
Well,
for? Mm-hmm.
well, this is this is the beauty of the genetic analysis test, is that we have orchestrated this and partnered up with the Genoplate um, company. We have orchestrated and originated this product for the individuals who isn't vegan. The individuals who are on a dietary or nutritional journey, their body is going to tell them what they need, and we're not really concerned about those individuals. We're concerned about the individuals who, going back to the titles, who maybe are too afraid to come out and say they're vegan so they don't transition, or the ones who don't really understand what vegan compared to vegetarian compared to pescatarian is. No matter how much they Google it, they don't really understand the lifestyle. So this is for any individual who have any type of diet. That's the beauty of it, because this goes into one of my latest videos that I put out, and one of the latest questions that they gave us, or that came in over here, is, do you have to be vegan to be healthy? And if you have a intelligence about what your body desires, the activities that you are engaged in, and in the end of all of this, and the general theme is the DNA, you understand your DNA genetic makeup, you understand what diseases and diets run in your family gene pool, or your family, your ancestral cultural lineage. And you must change these things as quick as possible, whether it is going to lighter poultries, cutting out red meat, or whatever. If you have a frequency with the way you eat, and you understand the science of fasting, you understand the science of dosages and portions, and the time that you eat, you will eventually be healthier than you are now. So everyone has their own, and this is what I had to grow to learn in this lifestyle, or just being a teacher or a lecturer of this science, is that everyone has their own definition of what them being healthy is. Certain people doesn't believe that having a headache multiple times a week is a health complication, but to many people it is. So everyone is different. Everyone's DNA genetic makeup is different. We can just go up as far as people being lactose. Everyone is different. So if we can track down and just intelligent maneuvers in the diet, intelligent pursuits towards nutrition, and like I say, intertwine or evolve fasting into the diet or into the lifestyle, you can, like I say, you can become healthier than what you are now. So that's the beauty of this product, is it teaches you the science based on your DNA of what you should exactly be doing. We also put a lot of plant-based or vegan or alkaline information in there with it, to try to encourage people to become plant-based, because the plant-based journey, or the vegan journey to be exact, as far as titles go, the vegan journey and the plant-based journey, in these times are much more important than me and your independent nutrition, as far as agriculture and the health of the universe, the earth goes. So we do always encourage people to go plant-based and go vegan or vegetarian, or pescatarian at least. So to, like I say, not to be long-winded, but yes, that's the beauty of the DNA genetic analysis test, is that we not only give you a target diet list that is going to be vegan, one is going to be vegetarian, and one is going to be based off of the information that you give us that you normally eat. We will cut out certain things of your normal diet and try to add certain things to see if they work, but we give you a choice between 5 different options as far as being substitutes for something that's very bad in your diet. So it's very complimentary, it's very patient with our clients. and we're very caring because whether you're vegan or vegetarian, or you consider yourself an omnivore and you eat chicken every day, we just want people to make at the end of the day with this product, we just want people to make the best nutritionist decision at the end of the night, based off of their genetic makeup. And that's for the children, because this is a family thing. So it's moving away from the plate that your mother had and your grandmother had and her mother had, and changing that plate with you, so your children and their children can eventually change the cellular makeup of their self and could vibrate on a higher frequency faster than we were able to. So, yes, that's the beauty of it, that it helps, it works with anybody and everybody in any diet.
Awesome. Awesome. Yes. I would love to take one of those tests to find out. Well, I know that I know what my blood type is, so I've kind of been working doing this eating for my blood type thing. I
Yeah,
don't know necessarily if it's working for me. Um because I was a completely plant-based for 2.5 years. I mean, I literally ate just fruits and vegetables.
right,
Um I had gotten really, really, really small. I mean, I look back at some of my pictures and I'd be like, oh my God, like I didn't, because at the time, that's where my mind, my mind and my journey was. So I wasn't thinking that I was that small, but looking back at the pictures, I felt like I was. So I want to be able to still do it, but I want to find that balance where I'm not getting super small. But I also feel like at that time I was lacking the information that I needed to know nutritionally, as far as, what type of herbs and things I should be consuming, since I'm not taking in um, whatever else. I know if protein actually really truly exists, but since I'm not taking these things in, then I need to be, excuse me, my daughter's kicking kicking the computer. I need to be taking in other things. So yeah, I would love to be able to take that test. Um,
absolutely, absolutely. We could definitely get you signed up. We can definitely speak about that. But yes, we have many different products. I mean, we do many different things. And like I say, the major thing is we're just trying to have people make the best decisions as far as nutrition for the generations to come. We love to, especially when it comes to food, we love to overconsume, and we eat for pleasure. And many different people, whether it's my teacher, my icon, Dr. Africa, but whether it's Dr. CV or Elijah and Muhammad, many different brothers and sisters, Queen Afua, have taught us the way and taught us, opened the door for us for this knowledge. So we're just trying to branch out and help individuals obtain that information here more eloquently. So yes, it's definitely a journey experience. But yes, KwofiCon.com. We are always open. So and Kanian700@gmail.com. We will be able to be contacted at that email. So yes, anytime you or anyone else, are ready to branch out or just begin the journey sophisticatedly, or with a tribe, or with assistance, where we're always open, we're always available. So whatever you need, sister.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. I was actually just about to ask you to share all of your contact information and how people can get in touch with you. I think you kind of did. Any other way? Facebook, Instagram?
Yes, well, we're on all platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, even. We're on Facebook. But to be contacted, we do have someone working the messengers over on Facebook, but we can be contacted on Facebook. We can be contacted from email, like I said, Kanian700@gmail.com. I'll make sure you have it for any information or for the bio. And at KwofiCon.com, you can subscribe to us or send us a direct message over there, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. We do have multiple hiring events coming. So we are growing as a business. We are growing and branching out as a brand. So yes, we'll be glad to assist and help anyone pursue to become an optimal being, however we can. And it's a lifestyle for us, so it's no problem, it's no burden, and we're here to assist anyone who don't understand, who need an elucidation or elaboration or just a deeper understanding of this nutrition or cellular genetic makeup. So yes, power is awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much again for tuning in. All the information you gave was just very helpful. I'm sure that someone is going to be able to take a lot away from this interview. So again, thank you so much.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Once again, I appreciate making your acquaintance. I appreciate you for offering me your platform, allowing me to come onto your platform, you know, to even speak to a Black goddess, to even share any fans or supporters that we might both share, and just to share this space or share this time with anyone who might view this, in the future. I'm very blessed. I'm very, I cherish this opportunity and honor, and I carry it for our people as well as possible. So I'm very honored and I'm very appreciative anytime I do get a chance to either be on someone's platform that they have been working hard for, or just to spread knowledge and spread love and harmony the best way possible to our people. So thank you. I appreciate the time. I appreciate anyone who did lend their time or lend their ear. And once again, we thank you. So power is ultimate. Yes.
Indeed. Thank you. Thank you. Blessings.
Yes. Thank
Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Straight Outta Kemet podcast. I do trust that you all have enjoyed this episode. Before we go, I have to give a shout out to my girl, Sunshine Monet, aka Unique Monet. Her song is the song that you hear on the intro to Straight Outta Kemet, and it is thebomb.com. Y'all go follow her. Y'all can follow her on Facebook at Sunshine Monet L on Facebook. Less Nobodies on YouTube, and Unique Monet on all streaming platforms.
I am manifestation. I am present and patient. I am confident. I am opulent. I am destined for greatness. I am prominent. I'm the cause.